This bard's tale begins near White Orchard, with my dear friend Geralt of Rivia seeking his lover of yore, the sorceress Yennefer. She'd eluded him for years, but now seemed just a few steps ahead.
Hello everyone. Wow, this is really loud. Where is it? Why? Here we go. So, I have to split my videos that I posted The Witcher 3. YouTube, for some reason, refuses to upload the full video for some reason. This is apparently a common problem with YouTube, and I can fix it by just splitting my videos. So that's why they'll be abruptly ending, but then smoothly you should be able to hit the next video and see the story continue. Okay, oh god, I gotta remind myself. Oh yeah, I want to do some quest stuff, main quest stuff. We will be doing a lot of side quests and a lot of, like, exploration. However, it is extremely dangerous to explore. It's extremely dangerous to explore right now. New marker sawmill. Oh, this is something some people don't know that have played this game. Every marker has text attached to it that might tell you something about the area. Those markers are fast travel points. That's how you can move around the map more quickly. These are all the fast travel points I have found so far. So if you hover... No. If I can... I need to move away from the marker. If you, you could read text on these markers. Which... This one, Nilfgaardian Garrison. The strategic point guards White Orchard's main river crossing. Nilfgaardian troops have taken it over. There could be very useful information here. Sawmill. White Orchard is famous not only for its premium fruit, but also for the top quality furniture-grade lumber harvested from the Vulpine Woods. That's where the griffin is supposed to be, and that's where the hunter is. Oh, this symbol, anytime you see this, it's a stash. I can store stuff there. I don't know how often I'll use it. Wolfsong Bridge, so named because of a girl who once would stand on the bridge and sing, waiting for her beloved's return. Let's see. Ransacked Village. We rode past this at the beginning. A band of soldiers attacked this village early one morning. They slaughtered most of the villagers in their beds, and the lucky few who fled to the woods in time had nothing left to return to. The ford is where the griffin attacked. Before the war, merchants and travelers would cross the river here. Now only Nilfgaardian soldiers traverse this path. Crossroads is where we started. The road splits here. One fork leads to Vizima, the other to Novigrad. And that's all the markers. So I need to get a level, just so... If I get one level, it makes a difference. There's like level 7 enemies in this area. And, so if enemy 6 levels higher than you, it's Skull. And, you won't hit for as much. Is that my silver sword or my steel sword? I think I want this sword. And I probably want Igni. So Igni is a good way to try to deal with these guys. Whoops. Yeah, they're level 5. I'm level 1. It's kind of a problem. I also don't have Connie out yet. This is good. Oh, that's not good. I have to get used to combat. Okay, I have Igni back. I should have just used that. Probably guarding some. Oh yeah, so anytime I discover something, it'll show up on the minimap and on the world map, which is useful. Come here. Okay. Is there another enemy? Okay. And X's will tell me if I forgot to loot something. What do we have? That's useful. Very useful. Do I get... I got glyphs. There's some valuable stuff, things to sell. Steel ingot. I'm going to need that because I'm going to craft a sword. I don't have the ability to craft that yet, but... Now, you can get honeycombs by burning them with Igni. Didn't I, Hang on, let me check world map. Didn't I loot this whole thing? Oh, whoops. Yeah, it's grayed out. So, if I successfully, did everything at a marked point on the map, it grays out. That was extremely dangerous. I gotta get a lot better. Wargs and wolves are really, really dangerous. They're fast. They do a lot of damage to Geralt, especially with my shitty armor. I don't even have any potions yet. This is really dangerous that I'm just like walking around in the woods at night. Like, why would I want to do that? Anyway, I'm going to go talk to the hunter. That should probably get me to 2 stars or close. I really want 2 stars. Oh, there might be money here. Is there money here? So there's tree branches around and trunks that, not tree branches, but there's trunks that have money. But I think they have to be bigger than that. Alright. And that, this marker, whoops. The next to the minimap, there's a number with direction arrows and stuff that tells you if you have to go up and down. And it tells you how many footsteps until you reach your destination. I find it to be helpful. The world is really big. You can navigate it without the minimap, but you guys will be watching me get lost a lot. It's like, this world is massive, and I haven't even talked about Novigrad yet. You have not even seen a city until you see Novigrad. That place, I don't know how a human being could memorize where everything is. It's so massive. Oh, is this the herbalist? I could talk to her, probably. Oh, no, wait, I know what this is. I think this is the guy that has a quest. I'm looting. You never know. You might get something, like saltpeter. Yeah, he has a quest. So...
Sleep, child. Sleep. Sleep will lend you strength.
Yep.
She's a fever. Has fainting spells. She's in a bad way, Master. A bad way.
Yep. I never noticed that guy before. He must have been in the battle or something, because he looks beat up. I'm robbing this place.
Greetings, good man. Having trouble with your well? That's what I read.
Aye. 'Tis haunted. Has been for a good 20 years.
20? So why'd you put out a notice just now?
'Cause earlier on we drew our water from the river. But so many corpses floating in it after the battle it's turned noxious. My daughter Mandy drank half a pitcher. Felt dreadful ill, can't keep nothing down. She grows worse by the day. Herbalist claims you fight a fever with drink. And not beer nor cider, but water. Clear, pure water. And where am I to get that if not from the well? But first, the ghost's got to be driven away. And it don't let any man near.
This ghost. Describe it for me.
Well, it's awful frightening. Awful.
I meant, what does it look like?
It looks like a woman, but fresh from the grave. Wears a dirty dress, all rags, its skin flaking off its bones, and it howls like it's suffering.
Some wraith. Or maybe an alp.
If you don't wallop it, Master, if you don't take care of it, that is, it'll come kill me daughter.
Always do this, talk about a reward if you get more money.
But
Always.
this is my job, so let's
Compared
talk
to
about
not
my
talking
pay.
about the
Something
reward.
not right with the coin.
And, this is fine.
Settles it then.
Fine, I'll help. Where's this well?
In Havel, a settlement on the heights. It's abandoned now. No one ventures there on account of the ghost being about. Drive it off. Please.
So a Witcher can negotiate many contracts. You have to be careful about it. If you go too high, it annoys them, and if you annoy them in the negotiation, they walk away. Okay, quest update. That's a Witcher contract. Find the spirit that haunts the well. Malicious beings usually haunt the ruins of castles, fortresses, or at last resort towers. The Wraith of White Orchard, however, chose a much more quotidian site for its haunting. A White Orchard peasant by the name of Oldwin wanted someone to chase off the phantom, and Geralt accepted the job. Quotidian. I don't even know what that word is. Wow. I'm gonna go in the context here, like a small quaint site. Is that like some form of, like an adjective for quaint? Damn, I'd never read that text before. Throwing in like vocabulary words, I don't even know. I do not want to do the Wraith. The Wraith. I could go do the Wraith, I just don't want to do it right this second. I'm almost out of food. I gotta play a lot better. I need to remember Steel Sword is left and Silver is right.
Anyone home? Must be out hunting.
Whoops. I gotta remember not to hit that button. Quest. The Beast of White Orchard S. I don't care about that. So.
Trail's fresh. Mislav just left home.
Alright. I love this part of the game where you get to act like a Witcher with spider senses. Not spider senses, but like Superman senses. Oh, there he is.
You, Mislav?
Hear that?
Wolves? No. Wild dogs.
Yes. More dangerous than wolves.
He's not kidding.
Dogs more dangerous than wolves? Don't think so.
It's the truth. Know why?
No, but I guess you're about to tell me.
Wolves hunt to fill their bellies. Wild dogs kill for sport.
Just like humans.
Aye. They've learned much from us. Why not cruelty too?
I just think that whole brief dialogue sequence is thematic of the game. Excellent writing.
I'm hunting bigger game. The Nilfgaardians the Griffin killed. Where'd you find them?
Ah, I see. You a witcher. That monster slayer they's talking about in the village. I'll show you, sure. But, I gotta kill those mutts before they hurt someone. Will you help? That is, if you don't mind blunting your silver blades on them.
Sure. Griffin's not going anywhere.
No, dogs might though. So step careful now. Come on.
These dogs been a problem for a while now.
And so the quest updated. Kill the wild dogs.
Since the war started, soldier on the march, he'll stop to rape a woman, strangle her, kill her man for a chuckle, even butcher a cow. And a dog, a kick in passing, no more. So these stray mutts form packs. They're gaunt, guts stuck to their spines, covered in scabies, but they just won't die, because they're clever. More so than foxes, and they hate men something fierce.
Red enemies use steel sword for, and silver outlined enemies use silver sword for. Something just to keep in mind if you're playing. Dogs are not monsters, so...
Too late. Attacked another one.
Thankfully I have Mislav here with me. I don't have a lot of health. Oh, these are level 1, so that's not as terrible as it could be. Oh. They're so agile, you gotta be really careful. There's a reason I was having Mislav shoot them for me. Oh.
Dieter.
You know him?
We served at the Lord's Manor together, where the Black Army's encamped now. He was a stable hand, I was the Lord's hunter. But that was before. Well, a long time ago.
Before what?
Before they drove me from the village.
What did you do?
Nothing. I'm a freak. Sorry. I'd rather not talk about it.
I'm a freak too.
Aye, but of another kind.
If it's lycanthropy, I can help.
What?
Lycanthropy. Werewolves. Handled a few cases in the past. It's usually a simple curse that...
The Lord's son, Florian, and I, we loved each other. Dieter walked in on us in the stables. They drove me away. Florian hanged himself. Lord started drinking, and the estate fell into ruin. That's the long and short of it.
I'm sorry.
Ancient history now. I was to show you where I found the Nilfgaardians. Come.
Does the quest update? Ask the hunter where he found the bodies, follow the hunter.
Griffin, know anything about it?
Oh, not much. Not my kind of game.
You're his kind, though. Survival instincts alone ought to make you care.
I walk silent through the woods. No griffin can hear me nor spy me.
Just looking to see if there's any honeycomb. Honeycomb is good money at this stage. I really like that story. I mean, that was reality, you know, back back in medieval times, and frankly, probably even in modern times, certain countries you just get massacred, butchered, and ostracized. What do we get?
'Twas here. One lay there, by the stump, headless. The other hung from a branch, guts splayed, stretching down to... Watch out for yourself now.
This is interesting. Like, how do I feel about the Nilfgaardians? I think it's a little cruel, though, to just be like, the soldiers are...
I'll be fine. Not the first Griffin I've dealt with. Not likely to be the last, either.
Hope you're right. Good hunting now.
So Mislov did us a favor by bringing
Winds
us
howling.
to a slaughter location. Did the quest update? Examine the site of the Nilfgaardian soldier's death with your Witcher senses. So you get some backstory from him.
Guardians were celebrating. Griffin interrupted them. Grounds black, saturated with blood. A camp.
So they were camped. That was the battalion he sent out. Not the battalion, but the scouting group. Oh, new marker, Broken Bridge. And the bridge was destroyed by retreating Temerian troops during the Nilfgaardian attack. It was shoddily built to begin with. Good riddance. I wonder who's making those comments. Because it doesn't always feel objective, let's say. So, they were here.
These prints are older and deeper, heavily armored. Nilfgaardians, probably.
So that's where they were killed, but there's this other set of footprints. I gotta be really careful I don't get sneak attacked by dogs. So, there's stuff here. So bread is nice. I should probably eat some. Eventually, health is just not going to be a problem. In fact, if I could find some drowners, I could make a swallow potion. Oh. I happen to know this was here, but it's not obvious, actually. You have to explore to see that. Oh. One second. Okay, it's just footsteps. Oh! And they continue over here. For some reason, I thought that I could just walk up there. Oh, there's a gate. Yeah, there's gonna be some awkward jumping from time to time.
Griffin's nest. What remains of it, at least.
Honeycomb. So we found the Griffin's nest, which is something Geralt was definitely looking for.
Corpse is a couple of weeks old. Still alive when the Griffin brought him here. Took a long time dying.
So the Griffin essentially tortured the soldier.
Bones. Horse. Dog. Human. A few months' worth. Female. Larvae in her wounds have already hatched. Been dead at least a week. Other Griffin must be a male. Deep cuts over the whole body. Not a drop of blood on the beak or claws. Didn't defend herself. Crept up on her while she slept.
So these Nilfgaardians butchered the Griffin.
Beak tips worn. Gray hairs in the coat. 10, 12 years old. Griffins pair off for life when young. Male must be about the same age. thick shaft, dense barbs. A royal griffin. Deep cuts over the whole body. Didn't defend herself. Explains why the male I ran into was so aggressive. Hunted the Nilfgaardians down here in the forest first, then started prowling the area.
Oh yeah. So there's probably a quest update. The Witcher investigated and learned that the griffin he had encountered along the high road outside of White Orchard had good reason to prey on the local populace. The soldiers the Nilfgaardian commander had sent out to scout had in fact killed the griffin's brooding mate. Griffins are known to mate for life, and Geralt thus felt a pang of pity for the beast. But ever the professional, he could not let his feelings interfere with his work. So, what I love about this game is, like, okay, what if you are a pro-animal rights activist? This is terrible, these Nilfgaardians slaughtered this creature in the most brutal, cowardly way possible. And then if you look at it from, like, a practical perspective, you know, you have griffins terrorizing the area. Do you let these wild beasts run around? So, you know, there's something for everybody. It's set up cleverly so that you could take almost any perspective on how the events unfold. Whoa. What is this? His Imperial Majesty Emhyr var Emreis. Emhyr var Emreis rules to expand. He has trained in strategic brilliance on a singular vision to conquer the world, though he rightly calls this not conquest, but salvation. Yes, the Emperor of Nilfgaard sets the world alight with the torch of civilization. Trampling the still warm bodies of his father's usurpers, the Emperor seized the throne and began to assimilate the northern realms, one after the other. Terror engulfed the north. Only the Battle of Brenna slowed the Imperial army's march toward victory. A temporary peace then took hold, though none believed this mirror could last. Emhyr's aim to make the entire north a vassal of Nilfgaard remained unchanged. Emhyr used peace as a cover to intensify his political efforts. Now all can see the results: chaos and disorder devour the northling states. Ridden with internal bickering and backstabbing, the near collapse. Only a strong ruler can grapple this dysfunction into function. Only a wise ruler can give vision to their blindness. Only Emhyr var Emreis can save the north. So our armies have again crossed the Yaruga for the third and final time. I just love this writing. So you have a guy that's basically trying to act like he's the Roman Empire, and he's just trying to swallow up all this land, and then purposely is sabotaging all the political operations of Northern Realms, causing as much chaos as possible, right? And then, because everything's chaotic, and because they're going to war, the emperor of this Roman Empire has to step in and save these ignorant hillbillies from up north from their own stupidity. I mean, it's so self-serving, and that's kind of how it works in history as well. You always have these conquerors that justify their conquering by saying, the mess that we cause, we're going to fix for you on your behalf. I mean, that's basically how conquering land works, to justify the military conflict. So this game captures that quite well. The political situation we will find out a lot about. You know, don't worry, there's a lot of politics in this game. There's a lot of everything in this game. Why can't I... Oh, I must have looted it. I thought that there was more bodies to loot. You hear that? That is... Oh, I have to... Okay, I need to start talking about... points. I don't know why I forgot what they're called, but ability points. So, I like to get Yrden. You don't see this option looked at too much, but it should be looked at. So, the way it works is you get points, and to get an ability, you have to put a point in one of these slots, and then you have to put it over here. Just because I put points in here doesn't mean anything's activated. It doesn't activate until I go over here. So I am going to get... this is the Magic School, Yrden. What this does is it slows enemies who enter the area of effect. The reason I want this is I'm going to be dealing with a lot of wraiths in the beginning, and they are a pain in the ass. So Yrden is really strong. And then I need to activate it. So I will get that. I will also get Axii Delusion. Axii charms an opponent's mind, temporarily eliminating him from combat. There's some other special abilities, but I only want this one, Delusion. Target does not move towards Geralt while he is casting Axii. Also increases the effectiveness of Axii in dialogue. So if you get third level Delusion, all dialogue options are open to you in the game, and some of those are quite meaningful. And I like having more dialogue because you get more story that way, and you get experience. So it's just a win-win. This ability, Sustain Glyphs, increases sign duration by 5 seconds. I don't remember what the default Yrden is, but it's probably like 5 seconds. So if I put a Yrden down, which you've seen me use briefly in the beginning, it will be down now for like 10 seconds, which is going to be very helpful. And the number of alternative mode charges is 7. Number of standard mode traps is 1. Oh yeah, so I can only set 1 Yrden trap right now, but if I get the second tier, it says on the next level, I can set a second trap. So you can actually put 2 Yrden traps down. There are benefits to that. And I also have slightly better stamina regeneration, which is, whoops, not what I was, anyway, stamina